Every minute your team spends chasing a time slot is a minute not spent closing a deal. That administrative drag hits the bottom line immediately. The first wave of scheduling apps addressed this by giving us a single link to share, which removed the need to match open days over email. But today, simply opening your calendar isn't enough. You need to qualify the lead, collect their specific requirements, and trigger internal tasks before you ever get on the call. MeetSlot manages this entire interaction lifecycle, handling lead qualification and follow-up sequences alongside the calendar link. In this environment, your scheduling link acts as the first automated trigger in your operational pipeline. Legacy tools like Calendly have been the default for years. They are familiar, and their market presence makes them an easy choice for teams starting out. The challenge arises during growth. Once you need team-based routing or custom workflows, these platforms often move those features into expensive, per-seat enterprise tiers. The strategic question is whether MeetSlot provides that same enterprise automation at a lower price point, or if the effort of switching your team over is too high. You have to weigh the safety of an industry standard against the potential for a better return on your software spend. Defaulting to a legacy tool out of habit can result in paying a premium for features that are available more affordably elsewhere. For freelancers or solo operators, the priority is a setup that requires zero financial overhead and works immediately. MeetSlot's free plan covers the essentials. You get personalized booking pages and real-time calendar synchronization to prevent double bookings. This scorecard shows where the free tier ends. While the basics are covered, as you move into the right column, you lose access to advanced analytics and complex automated workflows. Even so, the built-in contact management tool is included, which lets you track your meeting history and invitee data in one dashboard without needing a separate database. The limitation here is that you'll have to manually handle any complex scheduling rules, as the free tier lacks the logic to automate them. Be aware of the data trade-off. If you use a heavy external CRM, staying on the free tier means you'll have to manually export your data, since API-based syncing is reserved for paid plans. The free plan works well for keeping costs at zero, as long as you're willing to spend more of your own time on administrative tasks. For sales teams and agencies, manual admin is a bottleneck. High-volume inbound leads require a system that processes them automatically. MeetSlot uses advanced routing forms to qualify these leads. The system asks the prospect questions before they ever see an open time slot on your calendar. This chart shows the routing logic in action. Based on the budget parameters a prospect enters, the system splits them into different paths. A qualified prospect is instantly sent to a senior rep's calendar, while others go to a junior rep, ensuring your most experienced staff focus on the highest value opportunities. Setting this up requires a significant time investment up front to map out your rules and test the logic before you can go live. On the Pro and Team tiers, you can also build automated reminder sequences and post-meeting follow-ups. By layering automated SMS and email alerts over the booking, you increase the visibility of the appointment for the prospect, which helps prevent them from forgetting the meeting. Paying for these tiers represents a financial investment that pays for itself by removing hours of manual follow-up from your team's schedule. Large organizations have different needs. They require a centralized way to manage dozens of team members from a single administrative hub. The team plan provides shared availability management and centralized analytics, so managers can see booking trends across the entire company. This graph compares the cost of scaling. While the legacy tool's price climbs steeply with every new user, MeetSlot follows a more shallow curve, which keeps the per-seat cost manageable as your team grows. The trade-off is the friction of migration. You will need to retrain your staff and transition your existing links, which takes a temporary toll on productivity. For global teams, MeetSlot supports 10 languages, including German, Japanese, and Spanish, and handles multi-time zone localization automatically. Managers must be careful to set strict availability rules across these time zones to ensure bookings don't occur outside of a team member's actual working hours. For a rapidly scaling organization, the long-term budget savings usually outweigh the initial effort required to move your team over. The platform you choose for scheduling dictates how your business handles every new inbound lead. To find your fit, look at this chart. We've mapped your team structure on the y-axis and your routing needs on the x-axis. Scaling agencies and sales teams in this top right quadrant benefit most from the reduced per-seat costs and the logic-based routing that protects their high-value calendars. Global educators and solo consultants who need localized language support also find a clear advantage in the solo complex quadrant. If you are a solo user with basic needs and you're already using a free version of a legacy tool, there is likely no immediate reason for you to switch. Audit your current lead routing and calculate your projected team growth. Start with the free plan to test the interface and see if the automation features align with your specific workflow before you migrate your entire team.
Start scheduling smarter today. www.meetslot.in